Running a creative business in 2022 is filled with decision making. There's a lot of content out there and it can be difficult to know what tools will be best for you.
We don't think that this is the only way, but it is a system that we've refined over the past years of business and tools that have helped us grow, stay organized, and run a sustainable business.
Hey everyone, we're Levi and Victoria. We're creative entrepreneurs based out of Kelowna, British Columbia.
We make videos on creative entrepreneurship, photography, and living in BC, so subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like that.
Today, we're doing an extensive list of things that we love and use in our business to help you succeed. We're going through 9 of them. Victoria's got the first one for you.
Okay, so the first one is going to be education. I think education is really important when you're starting out or when you are in the middle of running a business. And I think one thing to note is it's really important to be careful about who you're listening to. When I first started, I followed so many different entrepreneurs and I feel like some of the things that they said were almost more damaging than helpful. Like some of those people that make you feel guilty that you're not working 20 hours a day or getting up at 5 a.m. or any of that thing, the grind. So I know some people might be motivated by that, but that was something that definitely did not motivate me. It made me feel worse. So be careful about who you're listening to and really think about the people that you're following. Don't just take their advice blindly. Make sure that they have lives that you admire and would want for yourself. So I will say that as a preface. So when it comes to education, the first section that I would divide it into would be books. Books are my favorite way to learn, and I'm going to go through really quick just some books that I recommend. If you want a more in-depth video, we can do that, but today we're just gonna do the basics. So one that I would recommend for everyone is Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Next up, I would recommend for anyone who's starting out or really trying to define what their brand is, I would recommend Mind Your Business or Building a Story Brand. And then lastly, for someone who's maybe been in business for a little bit longer or is wanting to grow their business to be something bigger, I'd recommend E-Myth, as well as Profit First. And I'll have all of those linked below if you want more information on them. Second thing would be podcasts. Again, this is something that there's so many different ones out there, so be selective about the ones you're listening to.
Oh, podcasts are so troubleful.
Troubleful?
Yeah, because anyone can make a podcast and just give you their opinion.
Exactly. So that's why you have to be careful. You want to make sure that you're listening to people that you, would want to have businesses like. 3 that I would recommend would be Make Your Break by Jay Long, Heart and Hustle by Evie and Lindsay, I don't know their last names, and then Keep Showing Up by Carson Murray. I'll also have those all linked below, but take the time, find the things that you want to listen to. Don't just blindly trust every person on the internet. The third thing would be YouTube. YouTube can basically show you how to do anything that you need to do. I treat YouTube more as a search engine for really specific things. So if I need to know how to use camera equipment or edit something or anything that's really specific, type it into YouTube and the chances are that someone has made a video on how to help you do that specific thing.
The second thing that we love is Canva. Canva really helps us present our business to the world how we want it to look. So from YouTube covers to Instagram to different TikTok stuff, we use Canva for so many different things. Lots of people think they have to be a graphic designer to make their businesses look good. That's not true. Canva is quick and easy. It has a free version, so you could start on that and see how you like it. We really love the pro version because it gives you so many different fonts and different elements within the actual app. And one of the best things is you can resize designs. So that resizing tool is really helpful for a creative business if we want to take, say, an Instagram post and resize it and turn it into an Instagram story or a reel. Canva is super approachable. We love it. They're always adding new features, different updates. We'd highly recommend checking out Canva and using it for your creative business. The third thing we'd highly recommend for your business is a customer relation management platform.
AKA CRM.
CRM.
As the business bros say.
So we use one called Honeybook. There are different platforms out there, so it's not a one size fits all. You can check them out, see what you like, different features. We are Honeybook users. Honeybook is so good for organizing. It's so good for emailing. It streamlines all your projects and your workflow into one spot. So you're not looking to 10 different emails and different websites to try to keep track of everything. It actually puts it into one platform where you can have all your customers being managed properly.
My favorite feature with Honeybook is being able to split customers' payments into monthly payments. So often with our brand clients, they'll want to pay every month and we just set it up once and then it just does it for us. We don't have to email people a whole bunch of times and say, hey, can you send us an e-transfer or try to get money out of people. It just automatically does it.
Yeah. If you're consistently booking around more than 10 clients, a CRM, things like Honeybook, it's probably the right time for you.
Number 4 is Facebook groups. We do not use Facebook a lot. Levi watches videos on Facebook, and I think he looks on Marketplace.
Ghost.
Like, Levi's a little bit of a Facebook ghost. I don't love going on Facebook, but the one thing that I do go on Facebook for is to be part of Facebook groups. I think that Facebook groups are not talked about enough. This is something that, like, you can basically find a Facebook group for anything that you want, business related or personal related. And these groups can be such a good source of both education, like finding good resources, talking about business trends, and also connecting with other people that are in your industry. I know that I have connected with other entrepreneurs just through being a part of Facebook groups. I think it's a great platform that is pretty underutilized or not talked about enough. So search up some different Facebook groups and I'm sure that you'll find one that relates to your niche. Okay, so the fifth thing is gonna be Google Calendar. I completely gave up paper planning in 2020.
I love paper planning.
I used to too, but then I just would buy paper planners every single year and then I'd forget about them for 2 months and then they kind of went to waste.
True.
Whereas my Google Calendar is connected to everything. It's connected to my Apple Watch, my phone, my iPad, my laptop. Definitely is nice for me to be able to.
I feel like, where's the Apple Calendar?
I just don't like
Apple needs to make a better
well,
calendar.
Apple Calendar, like, sure, it works.
No, Google Calendar is way better.
Way more intuitive. Also, we use Google for like our email. So like if someone messages me on my email and they want to make a time, like schedule a time with me, it'll automatically like create an event in my Google Calendar. So that feature alone is just...
I personally find Google Calendar really hard, but I've been slowly shifting over as Victoria is forcing me, and it's definitely worth the organization.
Yes, Levi will, next year when we make this video, Levi will have a full Google Calendar tutorial.
I will, yeah. The sixth thing is getting a platform that can schedule posts. So we use Planoly, but there's different ones like Later, and I'm sure a plethora of more.
Specifically our Instagram posts,
yeah,
right?
We do a lot of Instagram on Planoly, but there are options to do Facebook and some other platforms as well. With things like TikTok and stuff, we're usually more real time. So we'll make a TikTok and then we'll post the TikTok. So this is really Instagram focused. But with a creative business, you're always probably stressed about, oh, how am I gonna post here? I have to create this post. So if you plan out a day where you make a whole bunch of posts, you then can just schedule them and be done with it. And then you've planned out a month. I
know for me, I like to be able to like actually type on my computer instead of on my phone. It feels so much more official to like type the captions out.
It does.
Whereas like when you're on your phone, it's like late at night, you're like, can't really read it.
It's quicker, you have like spell check,
yeah.
You have like, the computer's way better.
Yeah, so doing it on the computer makes you feel so much more organized.
So look into one of these platforms that will schedule stuff for you and reduce your work.
Most of them have a free either like starting option or you can post a certain amount per month. You can always start with that, kind of play around with different platforms before you commit to the one that you like the most. Okay, number 7, obviously this one is not a actual tool per se because it's not physical or tangible.
I hope this one's not a tool for you.
This is a business friend. So this is more so...
Use your friends as tools. That's not what we're saying.
No, and don't just purposely like go to a networking event to like hunt someone down to be your friend. Well,
yeah. What? Listen, don't use people.
Yes, don't use people. But I do think there's so much value in having someone else that's either like in the same industry as you or at least understands your industry to be able to talk to, bounce ideas off of, and also just have someone else that's also going through the ups and downs of entrepreneurship.
Yeah. I personally have a friend who I've been trying to get into video more. He is a videographer, so he's been more than willing to answer all my dumb questions as I'm trying to learn more about video. So thanks, Noah. People like that are amazing to have because they actually can inspire you to do more, to learn more, and to actually be better at your craft.
I feel like there's lots of different ways to kind of approach having a business friend, whether that looks like maybe meeting up regularly to chat specifically about one area of your business, co-working together at a coffee shop once a week, or even just having like a group of people that you have maybe a business group text with that you're sending ideas into or getting people to look over your website and you'll look over theirs or things like that. I feel like just building that sense of community and friendship within the entrepreneurship community is so important.
The 8th thing is email marketing programs. So we use Flowdesk and we use it for primarily 2 things. We really should be using it for more.
We could be, yeah.
We use it to send out a weekly email on creative entrepreneurship. And then we also use it to make waiting lists for different things. For example, once a quarter, we'll do mini sessions. This is a good way to collect people's emails, get them onto that wait list, and then when we're ready to book out those sessions, we then can send them a bulk email and people can book their spots.
So anytime during those 3 months, if someone says they're interested, we'll add them to the list. So maybe they forgot or they're not active on social media, but it'll go out to their email, which has a way higher likelihood of them booking.
People always say email's dead. Unfortunately, it's not. People use it a lot.
You know that all those Black Friday emails that you get, I'm sure that you bought something from one of them. Just saying. For a creative person, I feel like Flowdesk is the most intuitive platform. Other email platforms we use are really bulky or they take a really long time to be able to create something that feels really nicely branded. Whereas with Flowdesk, all of our brand colors and fonts are already in there. All we have to do is drag in an image and send it off. Okay, so number 9 is a newer one. I literally just started using it in the past couple weeks, but
I wouldn't call it new. Victoria just had to clear space on her phone to be able to update it.
It's not a new feature, but it's a new feature for me.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, it is using the focus modes on the iPhone. So with the iPhone now, you can switch between different modes, which is basically different setups for your phone. So I took the time to set up my business and my personal phone screen. And with that, I'm able to turn off and on certain apps. Because I'm someone that uses my phone for work and for personal things, it can feel like the constant blend of those two things is never ending. So I like to be able to have these two different modes to be able to, in the evenings, switch off my work stuff. I can't see any of my work notifications on my screen. I can't click into any of them. It's just my personal stuff, and it helps me to focus more during the day and then not be distracted by work in the evenings.
So that's our 9 things that really have helped us run a creative business. If you have any more that you would like us to see and us to try, comment them below or let us know on social media somewhere. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to follow along with our channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.